In 2015, I was teaching some courses in Canada, and I was having a chat to one of the teachers there, and she said, Lisa, can you please start writing some more things on overstretching and do some articles on why it's not such a good idea? And I said, well, I can, but the tricky thing is I can't use images of other people doing it and say that it's wrong, because then they get upset. And I don't want to use images of my students doing it, because then I'd be perpetrating it. And I thought, what can I do to get across this this barrier of actually bringing it up in conversation? And then all of a sudden I thought, hang on, cartoons. So my dad happens to be a retired art teacher, so I called him and said, Dad, can you please draw me some cartoons of these ridiculous positions that students are putting themselves into or getting put into by teachers? He said, yeah, sure. So I sent him some photos of some people doing some things that I considered dangerous, and his first response was, are you serious? People do this to their bodies? And I said, yes, and that's the problem. So first he created 5 different images for me, which I started to use to explain the dangers of overstretching, the oversplit side mount, and things like that. Then about 6-7 months later, I went back home to New Zealand for, I think it was my sister's birthday party, and my dad presented me with this book, and I was so humbled. He had gone away and thought, well, why would somebody do that, you know, when it's obviously not good for young bodies? Why would they do that? People don't intend on hurting their students or their dancers, so what are the reasons why somebody would do this? He said that in all of his years of teaching, he'd seen good people teach badly from time to time, and he went back and thought through the backstory of why this would happen, and he came up with the story of Madame La Jaune, and I am so excited to be able to put this together now. We've kind of been working on it about a year. I think we've been kind of adjusting things and tweaking things, and now we're ready to send it out into the world. It is so beautiful for me to do this with my dad, and I hope that this will help raise the topic of overstretching in a really fun and exciting way. So what we've done is we've got people from all over the world to read it and to share their stories and to see what they think about it. So over the next few weeks we're going to be putting out some little videos to give you an idea of just how cool this story is, and hopefully we can join together and get the message out into the world that just because we always did something doesn't mean we have to do it now. I hope you enjoy.